ZKSync Era is a game changer for the Ethereum network, offering a layer 2 solution that dramatically boosts transaction speed and slashes costs using cutting-edge zero-knowledge rollups. Today, we'll break down the tech, the controversies, and the future price prospects for ZKSync. My name is Amin. Let's dive in. ZKSync Era is here to make Ethereum faster and cheaper. It uses zero-knowledge rollups to process transactions off-chain and then bundles thousands of them into batches. These batches get summarized and sent to the Ethereum mainnet, cutting down on computational resources and lowering costs. To keep everything secure and correct, ZKSync uses special cryptographic tools to create zero-knowledge proofs. These proofs verify the batches without revealing individual transaction details. Here are the key features that make ZKSync stand out. Top-notch security thanks to Ethereum, open to everyone with EVM-compatible smart contracts. Lower transaction fees than Ethereum. Native account abstraction with improved EIP 4337 standard. Standard Web3 API support. ZK token for network governance. Compatible with popular wallets like MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Ruby, and others. ZKSync version 1.0 aka ZKSync Lite dropped in June 2020 with an average of 300 transactions per second. It was a solid start, but ZKSync Lite didn't support smart contracts, which was kind of a bummer.
Oh, you're giving everyone a big bummer.
Even so, ZKSync Lite handled over 10 million transactions and locked in a total value locked of over $73 million. Fast forward to March 2023, ZKSync Era hit the scene, leveling up from ZKSync Lite as the first EVM layer 2 solution powered by zero-knowledge proofs. Since its mainnet launch, ZKSync Era has blown up. Daily active addresses rocketed from 68K in late March 2023 to a whopping 588K by June 2024. Daily transactions peaked in February 2024, hitting an insane 11.9 million. The ZKSync Era is crushing it, bringing more users and more action to the Ethereum ecosystem. The total value locked in ZKSync is $1.58 billion as of June 2024, making it the 5th largest L2 solution by this metric. The ZKSync ecosystem is buzzing, featuring a diverse range of cool projects in DeFi, AI, bridges, NFTs, meme coins, and more. Some of the top projects by TVL include SimpleSwap, ZeroLand, and Koi Finance. Even with all these wins, ZKSync is hitting some bumps when it comes to mass adoption and facing tough competition from other L2 solutions. In June 2024, the number of daily active addresses dipped back to April 2023 levels, averaging around 3.2 million over a 7-day period. This drop hints that the previous surge in on-chain activity was mainly driven by hype around the much-anticipated ZK token airdrop, which finally dropped in June. Now that the airdrop is done, ZKSync needs a fresh game plan to keep users and devs active on the network.
Plan.
The airdrop itself stirred up some drama over who was eligible, how they vetted out Sybil accounts, and how tokens were distributed. The community wasn't too happy about the lack of transparency in the eligibility criteria and the hefty token allocations to certain specific wallets, which some suspect might be linked to insiders. This whole situation has generated some serious FUD around the ZK token launch and airdrop, possibly putting a dent in the ZKSync's reputation. Because of this, the community might be hesitant to dive into the ZKSync ecosystem and get involved in its activities. As a ZK rollup-based solution, ZKSync comes with a few challenges. Here's the lowdown. Tech headaches. ZK rollups are pretty complex, needing devs with special skills to use and integrate them. This can be a hurdle for those more comfy with other blockchain tech. Power hungry. ZK rollups need a lot of computational power to run smoothly. Validators and operators have to handle tons of data and transactions, which can be tough and serious heavy job. Off-chain data risks. Using off-chain data in ZK rollups can be risky. If this data gets lost or becomes inaccessible, it can mess with the network's functionality and reliability. ZKSync was brought to life by Matter Labs, a team of engineers, researchers, and tech whizzes aiming to revolutionize blockchain with zero-knowledge tech. Founded in 2018 by Alex Glukovsky, the ZKSync squad includes big names like Zoe Gadsden, Anthony Rose, and Jeffrey Thompson. Matter Labs unveiled their initial ZKSync vision in late 2019 and kicked off with a seed funding round featuring Placeholder Ventures, Dragonfly Capital, 1KX, and more. In 2022, they bagged $6 million in Series A and $50 million in Series B funding with backers like Andreessen Horowitz, Consensus, OKX Ventures, and others. They wrapped up 2022 with more rounds, each raising $200 million, led by Dragonfly Capital, Blockchain Capital, and BitDAO. In total, Matter Labs has pulled in $458 million in investment, showing that the strong faith venture capital firms have in ZKSync's potential and the promise of ZK technology. ZK is ZKSync's native token launched in June 2024 to make the network's governance more decentralized. With ZK, users can propose and vote on protocol upgrades and pay network fees using ZKSync's cool native account abstraction. The token has a total supply of 21 billion, with 67% going to the community. A one-time airdrop in June 2024 distributed 17.5% of these tokens, and nearly 695k wallets snagged some ZK. ZK hit the big leagues on June 17th, getting listed on top exchanges like Binance, Bybit, SimpleSwap, and more. It peaked with an all-time high market cap of $1.1 billion and an ATH price of $0.326. Since then, the price has dropped by 43.5%, showing some bearish vibes. Trading volumes are also dipping, which means investors aren't feeling it at the current price. The nearest resistance zone for ZK is around $0.197 to $0.2, with the next level at $0.239. It's important to note that ZK's price slump mirrors the overall crypto market correction, with BTC falling below $64k and altcoins taking a bigger hit. Plus, we don't have enough historical data to fully analyze ZK's price trends. Talking about ZK's price potential for 2024 and 2025, it will largely depend on the overall market conditions. If the market stays sluggish and there is no positive buzz, ZK, like other altcoins, could face more price drops. But if we get a good news and fresh liquidity flows into altcoins, ZK could see some gains. In a best case scenario, ZK might hit $0.45 by the end of 2024. Looking further into 2025, if the market is favorable and ZKSync continues to develop successfully, ZK could reach the $1 mark. Factors like the macroeconomic environment, US crypto regulations post-presidential elections, ZKSync network activity, ecosystem development, and investor interest will all play a role in ZK's future price. ZKSync is the first ZK rollup-based L2 solution, boosting Ethereum's capacity and slashing transaction costs with the zero-knowledge proofs. Launched in 2023, it's seen strong growth in its user base, network usage, and TVL. The ZK token airdrop was one of the most hyped events of 2024, though it sparked debates about eligibility and token distribution. ZK's listing happened amid a rough market. A broad crypto correction fought around the airdrop and uncertainty about many altcoins' future, leading to a price drop shortly after listing. However, with bullish sentiment and positive investor outlook, ZK has a shot at growth in 2024 and 2025. Please note that this video is for educational purposes only and does not have any investment advice. Always do your own research. Thanks a ton for watching. Smash that like button and hit subscribe for more crypto content. Catch you really soon.